Hello champions and future champions, hello ChessMood family. GM Gabuzyan is here with you and we're beginning our daily lesson. Today in the topic we have a very common attacking pattern, creating a strong asset next to opponent's king. This was a little help, but I don't want to reveal the whole topic now. We'll ask you to pause the video and decide how to continue here as white when we have such advanced pieces on opponent's king side and good attacking chances, what to play and how to make bigger pressure. We know that while attacking, opening up the lines is a good idea, and this position is from a game of my student. Here, he played pawn takes e6. But what's the downside of this? Even though it opens the line, black takes back. Nothing is very much weakened over here, only the f file is opened. After something like queen to h4, at this moment black can play knight d to e5, queen joins the defense through the 7th rank. Knight is placed very well in the center. After bishop b7, black will connect the rooks and attack will be over. Instead of this, white had much stronger option at the beginning. Firstly, we need to take on g7. And after king g7, white gets a chance of creating extremely strong pawn on f6 with a tempo. Black cannot take since we have two attackers and pawn is protected very well. They have to play king to h8. Why not king to g8 since queen h6 now is mating. Black will be forced to give up the pawn. And after f6, as I have mentioned, king h8. Let's take a look at this. In daily lesson 252, we already discussed the topic when putting pawn on the 6th rank, it can be f6, g6 or h6 next to opponent's king, creates a lot of problems of the back rank, and that is correct. Also, this pawn is very much supportive for other attacking ideas. Now, white goes queen to h6, and mating through g7 is a threat. Only way to protect is rook g8, and now knight to g5. Looks like we are creating double mating threat, knight f7 and knight h7. Suddenly black can defend against this threat as well, going knight to f8. Knight protects the pawn on h7, queen the other one on f7 square. Is our attack stuck or we can continue? Note, pawn on f6 on top of supporting a lot of ideas is a very good paralyzing pawn. It gives white space advantage. Lot of operations are possible now as well. Prevents black pieces from joining the defense. For example, somewhere they cannot put any of the pieces to e7 square. Also, if there was no pawn on f6, playing f5 could be an option and opening up the 7th rank for the defense. All of this is impossible and here is power of this pawn. Now we need to continue this attack. How to play for white is my question. Using power of f6 pawn. Here, white can find a beautiful mating pattern. You can pause the video and try to find it. At this moment, white is bringing another piece to the h file. We can see that knight is the only piece capable of protecting this spot. So, white goes rook to f4 move, and out of a sudden, rook h4 is unstoppable. Black cannot prevent this threat, for example knight d4. At this moment, rook h4 move is winning, but also there is a beautiful mating pattern, again using power of this pawn. White can capture now on h7. If knight takes back, rook h4 is winning again, but it's even more beautiful to play queen h7 check. Sacrificing the strongest piece, king takes. As we can see, this square is controlled by the pawn and rook h4 is a beautiful checkmate. We have seen several benefits of creating strong pawn next to opponent's king, and while attacking, it's a very good asset. Pawns on the 6th rank are potentially problem creators for opponent's king. Let's now go ahead and see another example. In this middle game position, white has a space advantage on the king side of opponent. Trying to attack is a reasonable choice. But let's note, black also has very good pieces pressuring on some pawns, and as well trying to organize some defense through the 6th rank. How to continue this attack? Move like rook h3 seems to be very attractive, followed by queen h5. Are we going to do it this way or finding another option? You can pause the video and make your decision. Playing now rook h3 fails because of black's defensive resource. They can put bishop on f6 square. It's blocking all of white's ideas, protecting pawn on g7 very well. Often, black king will be able to run away using the strength of the bishop, which is safely sealing the king side. If we go queen h5, black can play h6. Now we don't have many threats. Trying to go all in with knight f3 and some sacrifices can be dangerous. Now black also get access to our pawns, and taking them can create problems through the b file against our own king. For all of these reasons, we don't want these complications. Even if it can be good or bad, we want to play better. At the beginning, white finds a very strong resource of f6 move. You may say, what if now black takes bishop f6? That's the thing, there is no pawn on the f5, and after rook takes f6, we are opening up black's king's position and getting this check, now winning the rook on c8 and staying with an extra piece. After f6, turns out black cannot take with the bishop. Capturing with the pawn as well is not a great idea. Now we play rook g3 check. Doesn't matter if black goes to f8 or to h8. We play queen g4, attacking on the rook and creating a mating threat another time. That's why, after f6, black cannot take, they have to play bishop f8, and we're getting monster pawn next to opponent's king again. At the moment, capturing on g7 is attractive. After bishop g7, going rook g3, threatening something like knight f3, knight h4. But black can try to defend here with rook c6 move, and this rook goes to g6, covering the g file. Instead of taking on g7, first of all, white goes rook h3 move. Now queen h5 is a very dangerous threat, and in order not to allow this, black plays g6. But as we can see, at these conditions, pawn on f6 stays alive, and it's gonna be a big problem creator for opponent's king. White continues queen to g4. After rook c6, queen h4, attacking on h7 and protecting pawn on f6 as well. If black goes h5, white's winning with g4, opening up the line and mating again. All the time this pawn creates some threats and as well prevents opponent pieces from joining the defense. After queen h4, if black goes h6, it also doesn't gonna make any sense. We can now play knight to c4 with a tempo, attacking on opponent's queen. If black takes here, we're going to ignore this bishop and capture on h6, opening up the h file and mating. Whatever black plays, let's say bishop to d3. We can play bishop f8 and queen h8 checkmate is unstoppable. Otherwise, after knight c4, if black tries to go g5, attacking on our queen, we are taking back. Queen is under attack and we are mating here. For all of these reasons, white's position is winning. And at the time we are seeing that pawn on f6 is a very strong asset while attacking, and I hope you will use it in your further attacking games. Let's now go ahead and see the homework position for this topic. We're seeing it for the white side, still a very nice space advantage next to opponent's king, and you need to identify the best continuation here. Sharing your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below. GM Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions, likes, and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. I will see you next time during our next daily lessons.